Alright. I think we're back. We're back. Last night did not stream. Did not do it. Sorry. Sorry for everybody who wanted to have that happen. But, so began the winter weather. Down came the snow. Try to figure out how Stream Elements works? I have no clue. What are you trying to figure out about Stream Elements? What are you trying to figure out about Stream Elements, Cobalt? I am interested. Stream Elements. Stream Elements. Stream Elements. I don't know anything about them. Just how it works. It's a Twitch thing. Yeah, see, one of the big lovely things about being a streamer that I have come to terms with is that I know nothing. I don't know anything. I don't know anything about the software. I don't know anything about the rules. I don't know anything. I'm just vibing it. I'm hard vibing it, my friends. I have no clue what's happening, and I like it that way. Hello, Inthafin. How are you? Welcome to the stream. You missed it. Your streak died. Oh, so sad for you. Your streak died. How tragic. Yeah, we played a couple of other games. We played some Total War Warhammer. We played some Dark Souls. They were, they stay live if they watch the VODs. Yeah, but I don't know if Inthafin watches the VODs. I think Inthafin is a live-only viewer. We're only doing it live, baby. No, so, today, I was thinking that we're gonna finish up all the stuff that I will definitely forget about if I don't finish it up. So, Big Pose, Gerudo Training Ground, and the cow in my house. Cow house. Am I saying that right? Cow house. So, we're going to be doing that, because I do want to finish this video game. I was thinking, what should we do next? The world is our oyster. I know we're going to do a 1Decimo stream. We're going to go back to 1Decimo for the fun of that. We're going to at least do one 1Decimo stream. Oh, uh-oh. What happened to his fancy outfit? Hi there, how are you? I am Ingo. I feel so honored to be allowed to work here. They stepped forward him. They brain blasted him. What did you do to him, Malin? You just sucked all the evil out of him. How'd you do that? Impressive. Thank you very much for the other day. I haven't even asked you your name yet. Really? Bink! That's what I thought! You're the fairy boy from the forest! That was years ago. Do you remember me? You do? I was sure it was you, because Epona remembered you. Oh, I have to tell you about Mr. Ingo. Yeah, I wasn't gonna make a suck joke, but thank you for making it for me, Cobalt. Thank you for making it for me. He was afraid that the evil king might find out that Epona had been taken away. It really upset him. But one day, all of a sudden, he went back to being a normal, nice person. Now my dad is coming back. I can't believe it, but peace is returning to the ranch, and Zareth is returning to the stream. How are you, Zareth? How's your night? How is the weather? I'm buried deep in the snow. I did not get to go to work today. They're probably going to get mad at me, but they can suck it. Frankly, they can suck it. I made the NC-17 joke so you don't have to. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It keeps my channel clean. It's all because of you. I owe you so much. Thank you, Bink. No problem, lady. You haven't been outside today? That's smart. I haven't been outside either. I can just look out the window sometimes. And when I look out the window, I see a world of white. And it frightens me. It puts me on edge. Quite frankly, it makes me a dangerous individual due to my perpetual fear. And I want to, in order to take control of the situation, use that fear against my foes and my enemies, which is the weather itself. I don't think it snowed here, but it is cold out there. I think it's like negative something. Let me check. I shouldn't make such such claims. Sorry. It's gonna be a low of 2 degrees tomorrow. A low of 2 degrees tomorrow. Should probably check I'm out of food. Yeah, if you didn't panic buy like everyone else yesterday, what are you doing? You made it. Hi, Aki. How are you? Staying warm? Staying safe? Only got down to 4 degrees over here. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm trying to find the real feel. I'm trying to find the real feel. Temperature feel like today outside. Help, please. I don't have a thermometer. Help. No. Feels like -6. Feels like -6. That's the temperature we have. You have some pasta or Hot Pockets for emergencies? Perfect emergency foods. Perfect emergency foods. Computer says feels like -8. Inside is nice and cozy. The dogs don't mind the cold as much as I do, but you have to stand out in the snow with them. Nope, nope, nope. My mama's dog, he's a coward. He's a coward and he don't go out there. He don't want to. He don't want to. And both of the cats who like to hang out in the garage do not want to do that. They don't want to do that. Well, one of them hangs out in the garage. The other one doesn't. He hates the scariness of the outside world. How is Epona doing? If you play Epona's song with your ocarina, she will surely come to you. Please come back to the ranch whenever you want to train Epona. I wouldn't want to walk in this. IMO. It seems very unpleasant to walk in this. I mean, yeah, worst case scenario, you're literally gonna die. But I don't know, man. I wouldn't walk. Yeah, I bought food yesterday to hold me over. Driving, yes, driving is incredibly dangerous. And choosing between walking and driving, I would choose walking, but I don't know. I don't know. Suffer until you die, I guess. I don't have any solutions. Epona looks great. It looks like you were able to tame her, too. How about you trying your skill with Epona on an obstacle course? I'm so bad at obstacles. I'll time you for 2 laps. It's pretty challenging. If you miss jumping a fence in the proper order, you'll fail. Don't do this to me, Malin. 50 seconds. 50 seconds. That's about as long as I can last, I think. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, never mind. I'm a god when it comes to fences. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. Okay, reset, reset, reset. Snow will continue over the next several hours. I've gotten this exact alert all day long. Yeah. There's some healthy amounts of snow out there. No! If you come in here and pee in my cereal one more time. Guys, I think we failed. I don't know about you, but I think we failed. Guys, I think the last fence peed in our cereal. You failed! You failed. You got a failing score. F. Big red F stamped on your forehead. Big red F stamped on your forehead. You can drive in the snow. You were trained for it. Yeah, where I'm at, we just don't have any of the tools. No snow tires, no chains, no nothing. 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 Suffer until you die, I guess, is the motto of this motto of today. Let's try again. I think my horse is broken. Let's try again. I mean, it's less tools and more just take it slow and mega focus. You have to take into account that there's other stupid drivers on the road. I think you're carroting too close to the gate. I think you're carroting too close to the gate. That was scary. I've never seen it do that before. Off to the glue factory with this one. Yeah, she's busted. That's busted. Hey, Zareth, did you ever hear back from the director? Did you ever... Oh, I forgot there's a second lap. I forgot there was a second lap. That's my bad. Retry. No, that was the game doing a hiccup. I think I have to do a restart on my computer. Because a lot of games have been doing hiccups. A lot of games have been doing hiccups. So, I've been playing City of Heroes under recommendation of Nikki, who is sadly not with us tonight. And it's been fun, but I'm sad. And I'm sad over a very specific thing. Because one of my favorite things about City of Heroes is that it's all about making your own little Blorbo. It's all about making your own little superhero. And you get to give them a backstory and a costume and all that fun stuff. But a lot of people just straight up don't do anything special for their character. They don't write backstories and stuff. And it's like, why not? Why aren't you making a cool backstory for your guy? I saw a character who was like a robot cowboy with guns as a power. Oh, no. And he didn't have any backstory. And it's like, why aren't you taking... Nope, ghosted. Aw, I'm sorry. That's really sad. That's really sad. I'm sorry about that. Too much Blorbo. Yeah. No, I think I'm just bad at the video game. I think I need to use carrots more judiciously. I need to use carrots more judiciously. But I am not particularly judicious. Yeah, that's the thing though, is that like, did you even have time to do another show? I couldn't imagine, like, I don't know, you got a job and other stuff. I just couldn't imagine. Okay. Well, Malin is also not charging us for this. She's not, like, taking our money to do this. So, we can do this as many times as we want. Oh, I don't think we got it, kids. I don't think we got it, kids. One second better. Not really, but between the two other shows, I have 10 lines total. Oh, so you're playing? Wow! Great! Your time was 50. You and Epona are a great team. You did a great job! Did I win anything? You did a great job, though. Thanks, Malin. Yeah, she is a real one. She could get... I'm gonna take the big red F off her forehead. She is no longer a failure, because she is a real one. The record so far is 50 seconds. The best time is 50 seconds. If you can beat the record, I'll give you a present. Give it your best shot, okay? Let's get going. Let's get going. Let's get going. Let's get going. I want to spend the next hour on this. After this, I want to do... Should we do Big Pose or Gerudo Training Ground? What is everybody feeling? Who wants to go where? I want a poll in chat, please. I also checked out City of Heroes the other day, and it gives you 1,000 character slots. 1,000 character slots. And the thing about it is that it gives you 1,000 character slots per server. Per server. What? There's like 8 servers. 8,000 characters? As much as I love making characters, I don't know if I could populate a small town with all of my OCs. I mean, I'll try. City of Blorpos. Okay, I'm seeing 1 vote for the training ground. I'm seeing 1 vote. You finish slowing down after you start gaining carrots? Oh, okay, I see what you're trying to say. Screw them pose. Yeah, we're gonna do... We don't need the last bottle to complete the Gerudo training ground. We don't need it. Come on, no! Alright, reset. What do you think Malon's thinking? Just watching Link go, like, backwards on the track. What do you think she's thinking about? Just watching this happen. You failed! I know, I failed to jump over one of the fences. My bad, my bad, my bad. Mechanical execution? None. Heart? So full of it. I'm so full of it. Last bottle's only important for Ganon's, nothing else to play tennis. Yeah, there's only... It is the best bottle in the game to play tennis. Dead Man's tennis with Ganon. Yeah! We did it this time. I'm just really bad at jumping fences. You see me go completely straight, right? You see, I must have needed a carrot. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. You see me go completely straight, right? I'm straight as an arrow, I swear. I'm swearing. My horse isn't... Gotta carrot that fence, if you say so. If you say so. This horse can go 0 to 25 in 6 seconds. Don't gotta carrot the tiny ones, but I want to. Okay, I don't know what happened there. That was my bad. You guys are distracting me. You guys are distracting me. Maybe I should go on the inside. This is so easy. We're literally not even gonna spend 20 minutes on this. The song's catchy. How do you think they made this one? What samples did they pull for this one? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. What are you thinking, guys? I don't know. We're cutting it pretty close. I hit the wall a little bit. Come on! I can make my time better by 1 second at a time. Silvagunna makes a bop all the time. Silvagunna always makes a bop. Silvagunna is a constant bop creator. Yep, we nailed it. We nailed it. We nailed it. There was a guy I used to watch on YouTube that I should probably go back and watch his stuff again because I actually really liked it. But he played Guitar Hero, specifically Clone Hero, and he would do stuff to like Silvagunna's best ofs and stuff like that, and that was always really fun. I have to give you a present to commemorate your new record. The present is a little too heavy to give to you here, so I'll have to deliver it to your house. Bet you can't wait to see it. Became possessed by the spirit of Michael Jackson briefly. Alright, let's go. Let's go see my present. You guys like presents? Who has a birthday coming up? Who has a birthday coming up in chat? We'll treat it like it's a Mexican restaurant. I'll give you a little sombrero and a margarita, and I'll sing you a happy little song. How about that? How'd you deliver a cow to the Kokiri Forest and then get it up the ladder? You know what's the weirdest thing is? You can get Epona pretty... You had a birthday that already passed. Does that count? Happy birthday! Happy birthday from all of us to you. We wish it was our birthday so we could party too. Hey! What's even weirder is that you can get Epona immediately, right? So, how does she get Epona into Kokiri Forest while it's still infested with monsters because you haven't cleared the forest temple? How did she pull that off? How did she pull that off? My last birthday came in... That song, give me some PTSD. Yeah, we need a sombrero. Can we get a sombrero in chat for Cobalt? A sombrero in chat for Cobalt to celebrate the birthday. Rats, we are the rats, here to celebrate another birthday bash. Cobalt, it's your birthday today. Cake and ice cream is on its way. And Cobalt, you've been such a good boy this year. Open your presents while we all cheer. And here's our prize, everybody. Here's our prize, everybody. She does not become Stalfos, so obviously something's up. My money is that she's already a Stalfos. Yes, margaritas in chat. I forgot about... Okay, I need a round of margaritas in chat. Everybody get your sombreros on. Okay? And then I'm just gonna order a pound of fajita meat. Do you guys prefer beef or chicken? Do you guys like beef fajitas or chicken fajitas? There's no tortillas. I do not have enough for tortillas. Beef. I see beef. I see beef. I see beef. So we're going to get a pound of beef for the table. A pound of beef for the table. A round of margaritas. Sombreros. Can I give my margarita to someone else? Also beef. Can I trade the margarita for rum instead? Okay. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, let me write this down. Let me write this down real quick. Okay. Okay, so Cobalt wants rum. We're gonna trade out the margarita, just straight rum. Okay, so no chaser, no nothing. Margarita made with rum instead of tequila. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, you know what? Scratch the margaritas. Scratch the margaritas. We're not doing margaritas anymore. We're just gonna do rum. Is everybody okay with that? We're gonna do rum. We're gonna do rum. Okay, rum for the table. Round of rum. A pound of beef. No tortillas. Pound of beef. Sombreros. Scratch the birthday party. Just give me money. No, I went through so much effort to throw this for you, Cobalt. Can you get a glass of milk? Yes, we can get you a glass of milk. Hold on. We can get you a glass of milk. I already said no tortillas. Zarif, if you want tortillas, you have to bring it yourself. We're not doing tortillas today. Whoa. What a nice song. It reminds me of the pasture. That song makes me feel so good I can produce a lot of milk. Have some of my refreshing and nutritious milk. Okay, here's your glass of milk, Inthafen. It's fresh from the cow's teat. Is that good? Do you want that? God bless. This is so hard, guys. I don't see anyone... Yippee! Oh, Hurricane Katrina. More like Hurricane Tortilla. That vine never failed to get my blood pressure rising. I always hated that vine. I don't know what it is about it that made me like just go, I want to hurt something. But that vine always made me upset. I just hated it. Oh man, I can't believe I try so hard to plan things for this group, for these people. I try so hard to get like a get together or a party, and every single time we cancel and just give money away instead. Like, come on, Come on. Where's your sense of whimsy? Where's your sense of adventure? Good party, everybody. Thanks for coming. I'm never throwing one again. I'm trying my best. Sad face. Did you separate the semicolon, or did you separate the colon from the parentheses because you didn't want to accidentally put a command in chat? Hey, did you quit your job? No, I want them to fire me. I don't want to put in my 2 weeks because I know for the entirety of those 2 weeks, they're going to be hovering me going like, don't you want to stay? Don't you want to stay? Performance reviews is coming up. You know what performance reviews mean? You could make 10 cents more. Don't you want to make 10 cents more? Don't you want to stay? And it's like, no! I want you to fire me so I can leave. The whimsy has departed 10 years ago. The whimsy is always there. You just have to get back in touch with it. You just have to get back in touch with it. I will remain whimsy until I die. Firing is bad. You want to have a reference? I'm pretty sure they'd still give me a reference. Because I'm not getting fired because I'm not doing my job. I'm getting fired over points. I have to separate them or else I'd make an emoji and I'd rather... Yeah, me too. I love the little characters. I'd much rather make a little character. I'd much rather make a little character. See, that's the thing though, is that I'm not getting fired because I'm like, ooh, I don't do my job. I steal product. Yeah, no, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. It's just so superior. Emojis are lame. Is easier to get unemployment? Yeah, you got fired. You got fired. Though I don't think my state does unemployment very much. I know a lot of people are filing for it. A lot of people unemployment. Because it's bad out there. Kids, it's bad out there. This is the Gerudo's training ground. Despite being an entire illustrated image, I feel like it has so much more emotion to it. Yeah, but the mind blown emoji is pretty good. The mind blown emoji is pretty good. And then the emoji that makes the face that's all like, you know the one. You know the one that I just referenced. It goes, There's no emoticon for that. There is no emoticon for that. The emoji does it better. Membership card verified. Ooh, I feel fancy. 1 try for 10 rupees. That means we have 38 tries. All right, I'll take your 10 rupees. Give it your best shot. You have no clue what emoji you're talking... What? You just don't know. I'll send it to the Discord later. Are you talking about that face? No, I'm not talking about that face. I'm not talking about that face. Hey, newcomer. Thank you. She did the sassy little clap that you were talking about last time, Cobalt. She did the sassy little clap you were talking about last time, Cobalt. Yes, I love the mind blown emoji, but that's not the emoji that I was talking about. If you can overcome the trials in the chambers ahead, then and only then will you be qualified to hold our secret treasure. No, that's just truth, Nuke. I love the mind blown emoji. Defeat all the enemies in a limited time. Uh-oh. And the sand is gonna eat us if we stay still too much. This sword's awesome, and we actually get to use it a little. Ooh. Big Oron sword. Amen. That is correct. I like that it has a block animation, but it can't block. Big Goron sword, second best sword. What's the first best sword in your opinion? What's the first best sword in your opinion? If this is the second best sword, what's the first? Gather the jewels of white while avoiding traps and danger. First best is Gilded Sword. Amen. That is a really good sword. We need our hook shout. We need our hook shout. Broken giant knife? Yeah, you were super close. You were right on the money. You were... There's an evil man in that hallway. No. We need to find the rupees. The rupees. Oh! I'm looking for huevos. That's one of my favorite bits in Psych, like, of all time. I love the huevo disguise. There's an evil man! In that hallway! There's an evil individual in that hallway! We did it! This game's so easy. You guys were worried about the time limit, weren't you? I bet you were on the edge of your seat, biting your nails. Obviously, the best sword is a good old Debbie. Oh! I was like, Debbie? And then, okay, Girahim. Girahim. I need to rewatch Psych. It might realign my chakras. Please do. Psych is so good. Psych is so good. Without the necessary items, one will be confounded by impossible mysteries. One will be confounded by impossible mysteries. Can't you, like, soft lock yourself in here? Girahim is a sassy twink first. He doesn't count. But he's still a sword. He's still an S-word. I feel like you can soft lock yourself in here, or at least I remember you reading that. Bing bong bing bing. One with silver hands shall move a giant block. Okay. We have silver hands. Wow. Wow. Is there only one pair of silver gauntlets, like, in the world? Or are there more silver gauntlets? How does that work? Ah! Fake. That door was fake, everybody. I got fooled. I trusted that door. I trusted him. Hello? Hello? Pardon me. Is there a secret in here? Let me try my secret eyeball and hope for the best. Where did Link put the silver gauntlets when he... There was a secret in here. Yeah, like, where did... Does he just throw them away? I hope not. They seem like a powerful and magical artifact that the Gerudo would want back. The Gerudo might want those back. Where does this door go to? What an individual. I'm transfixed, honestly. It's like an Easter Island head. Wow, that's awesome. that was kind of scary. Smash. Yeah, I guess if you say so. What an individual. What a being. Unless you were telling me to crush it, like smash it. I mean, sorry, this place is horrifying. That's Pierre? Pierre? Yeah, I saw Navi fly over there. And I assumed that meant Pierre. No! No! Why? Stop. Why was the first one so easy to kill? Give me my stuff back, you jerk. Yay! These ones are really awkward to get at, that's for sure. And that's on purpose, of course. But... no touch. You know what they look like? Did you guys ever play with those toys that were like the rubber tubes filled with like plastic like fish and stuff like that? That's what they look that's what they feel like to me. That's what they would feel like. I mean, Link does go into a time where he never got the gauntlets in the first place. That's true. That is true. That is true. Yeah, you got them at arcades. You got them at arcades or maybe at gift shops. I remember getting one at an This is a house of horrors. There's nothing good for me here. This place is evil. Why are the Gerudos like this? I drank some milk. I think it's interesting that when you're not using, like you don't have your sword out, Big Goron's sword, it still is, no better training than torture? I guess so. They're like the Navy SEALs. Link is very vulnerable to hypothermia. Is it because he is because he's an elf thing? Is it because he's like an elf thing? Milk is pretty awesome. Why am I summoning my horse? You think seals are usually gray? Oh, because navy is a color. But you lose health mega fast when you're frozen. I don't know what being frozen into a solid block of ice would do to a human being. It would probably be really bad. I would hazard a guess that it would be really bad for the individual who got frozen into a block of ice. Kill you? Yeah, I think that's kind of like what I'm feeling. Blind the eyes of the statue. With what? With what? Arrows? Life function ceased. Confirm. Guys? Poor guy. We're doing bad things to this man. Are we the baddies? Are we evil? You can just thaw someone that's frozen. I saw it on Scooby-Doo. Yeah, I think that, like, is scientifically sound. But I don't know enough to contradict you. Uh-oh. It looks like we have to do it in a time limit. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh dear. Oh gosh, oh golly. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh gosh, oh golly. Oh dear. Oh boy. Oh boy. Easy game, easy game, easy game, easy game, easy game, easy game. We had 29 arrows left. We had 29 arrows. Who's speaking to you? Is someone just on the Gerudo PA system? I really hope so. I really hope there's just some lady with a microphone watching me go through here. That would be awesome. Gotta go from like 70 degrees Fahrenheit to 0 Kelvin in like a quarter of a second. That seems mechanically sound. Like, that feels mechanically sound. I don't know. What are you guys feeling about that? Those who know temperature, how easy is it to reach absolute 0? Because I feel like I do that on the daily. And I don't know if I should tell someone. If someone wants to know how to do that, I might make a tutorial on TikTok later. How to reach 0 degrees Kelvin. Made easy through 415 special steps. I might do that on TikTok later. Also, what's the red blood? I think it's supposed to be lava. I assumed it was lava, but blood is also... boiling blood is also a possibility. Find a secret passage in this room. Yeah, it's Mega Death Lava. That's what I thought. No, the bat escape. Oh, the bat escaped. What is the point of boiling human blood? Intimidation? God, these guys are so fast. These guys are fast. What do you mean, what is the point of boiling human blood? It's awesome. You don't boil human blood on the weekends? I boil human blood on the weekends, baby. This is the fire temple room. No, like, what is... Oh, I thought you were asking what is the point. I didn't realize you were asking what is the boiling point. Let's look it up. What is the boiling point of human blood? FBI, please don't look at this search. This was just for fun. Lol, you look so good today. Is that a haircut? It really shouts. I'm a professional fed, and I will arrest you. He thanks. Lol. Under atmospheric pressure at sea level, human blood boils approximately the same temperature as water, around 212 degrees Fahrenheit. The boiling in the body does not occur under normal conditions. The human body contains a constant temperature of around 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit, far below the boiling point. Pressure plays a critical role in very low pressure environments, such as in the vacuum of space or extremely high altitudes. Body fluids like blood could potentially boil at a normal body temperature of 99 degrees Fahrenheit. This is known as ebullition, though the body's internal pressure from skin and tissues offer some resistance to this process. Ebullition is the formation of water vapor bubbles in bodily fluids due to reduced environmental pressure, usually at extreme high altitude. It occurs because a system of liquid and gas at equilibrium will see a net conversion of liquid to gas as pressure lowers. For example, liquids reach their boiling points at lower temperatures when the pressure on them is lowered. The injuries and disorder caused by ebullition is known as ebullition syndrome. Ebullition will expand the volume of the tissues, but the vapor pressure of water at temperatures in which a human can survive is not sufficient to rupture skin, or most other tissues encased in skin. Ebullition produces predictable injuries, which may be survivable if treated soon enough, and it is often accompanied by complications caused by rapid decompression, such as decompression sickness and a variety of barotrauma injuries. Persons at risk are astronauts and high-altitude aviators, for whom it is an occupational hazard. Does that answer questions? Does that answer questions? No point of boiling? No, you should boil blood. Slightly above water boiling point. It's mainly just water with some extra bits. Iron itself is apparently 2,700 degrees Celsius for boiling. Maybe we should try heating someone up, see exactly what temperature their blood starts to boil. 212 degrees. Gonna microdose ebullition and become immune? Yeah, you can microdose barotrauma. I feel like you can microdose barotraumatic pressure. We are still looking for things in here. More truth. More truth. More truth. Nothing. How? How? How is there nothing? Can I move you? I can stand on you. But it doesn't look like there's any point to do so. We're learning today. There is a poozal in here. Oh! Never mind. Cross the sea of fire. You want me to throw a bomb? Find a secret passage in this room. Find a secret passage in this room. Ra-da-da-da-da, ra-da-da-da-da. Don't pee on the floor, use the Commodore. I hit all the wows. Okay, guys, I'm not going to look at chat for a little bit because I want to see if I can figure this out. Okay. And this didn't help much. Let me see. Okay. Ooh. 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 Yeah, I don't remember the fire temple, but I see what your hint. I think scientists should make a blood exploding disease so they can make a blood exploding disease cure. Enrichment for the scientists. What scientists? Like the CDC? The CDC need enrichment? Who would make a blood exploding disease? This just puts us in the room where we irritated all those men. But how do we make it? The hammer's a little bit finicky. The nebulous order of scientists that do all the science. You know the guys. You know the guys. Isn't that what they did with COVID? Hey! Conspiracies in my chat. Actually, what was the consensus on COVID? Was it lab grown? Did that ever get proven or disproven? Look at all the textures coming into one point. The textures go into one point. I don't remember if people actually figured out that conspiracy or not. I'm inclined to believe it because I love believing in conspiracies. I love it. But that doesn't mean that I always... Hot. Let's try... Actually, let's try Zeref's idea. Let's throw a bomb. I said so... Yeah, you said so you're safe. Reddit. Bats from Wisconsin... Is the... Bats from Wisconsin is the official verdict? Really? I thought it started in Wuhan. Did they get... Did they get... Wait, okay. Second question. Okay. Okay. What started the disease? Lol, you know the one I'm talking about. He. Hi, Mr. FBI agent. I'm talking about coronavirus. Shh, don't tell anyone. Lol. Also known as, originated in late 2019 with the first major cluster invented in Wuhan, Hubei. And multiple... The points to a zoonotic origin. It was first reported by WHO in December 31st, 2019. Early cases were heavily linked to the Hunan seafood wholesale market. Evidence points to the virus passing from animals to humans with bats as a likely natural reservoir. Raccoon dogs and other wild animals sold at the market are suspected intermediate hosts, as genetic material of the virus was found in areas where these animals were sold. While the initial or index case is unknown, the virus quickly began spreading through human-to-human transmission. The possibility of laboratory-associated incident in Wuhan has been investigated, but as of 2025, no conclusive evidence has been presented to support this over the natural zoonotic theory. As of 2025, the WHO Scientific Advisory Group for the Origins of Novel Pathogens, SAGO, continues to consider the zoonotic spillover theory as the most probable cause. Yeah, I thought it was in Wuhan. Yeah, Wuhan. No, who's on first? I think who's on second. I've never seen Abbott and Costello. I have never seen Abbott and Costello. Sorry, everybody who's huge fans of Abbott and Costello. I don't know. I've never seen it. Guys, I don't think bombs are working. Blow up! No! Wuhan. Wuhan virus. Woo, woo. It's a different world. It's a different world, my friends. You just need to throw more bombs. I don't know if more bombs are gonna help, my friends. Yeah, no, don't do the hammer thing again. You need to throw at least 10. You're lying. You're lying. You're doing something. You're lying. I can tell. I know you're lying. I can tell. I know you're lying. I don't trust you. What are you freaking out about, ma'am? I like that the Song of Time exists solely to summon blocks. I'll give you a penny if you smack away all those statue things. Oh, you want... I see. I see what you're talking about. I see. But the heads are supposed to stay there. Because the heads are good. Just because it would be funny to make them go Neum. Ooh! Ooh, my friends. I found a small key. I think I'm gonna go play Skyrim after this. I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring, and I want to play Skyrim after this. What do you guys think? Who's a Skyrim head in chat? More hits the stats, yo. I think Inthaf and I went into the boiling blood. You've been doing lots of Skyrim? Yeah, fell back into it. Unless I want to make yet another new character in City of Heroes. That might be fun. That might be fun. Making like a technological technology nerd might be silly. That might be fun. Super Genius Mecha Suit. Super Genius Mecha Suit. That might be fun too. I don't even know what I'm doing in Skyrim. So I was trying to make all my mods work, and for some reason there was something that caused the game to crash at the same point outside Helgen every time. I was getting really frustrated and annoyed, and I was like, why is the game busted? Why is the game busted, and how do I fix it? Right? So my solution after like 4 or 5 crashes, I didn't realize there was a time limit. I did not realize there was a time limit. My bad. My solution to the crash was that the second I got outside of the tunnel, I fast traveled to Helgen. I just fast traveled to Helgen. This fixed the crash. But that meant that I took the route behind Helgen to get to Riverwood. So I went around the entire throat of the world. I went around the entire throat of the world to end up, where I needed to go. We did it! Does it stay fixed? Yay! It stays fixed. Is that their name? Whose name? What did I say? Something of mine in the hump. I have no clue. I have no clue. I think it was actually just a certain amount of time. So the thing was is that I say at the Super Genius Mecha Suit is the name of the character I'm gonna make. Look at you, Cobalt. Look at you, Cobalt. Look at you, Cobalt. Where would we be without Cobalt? Not here. Not in the video game, that's for sure. I think it was actually just an amount of time passing. Because I say at the same point outside Helgen, I meant at the same, like, number of seconds pass. Stop talking about the hammer. I'm gonna put indefinite timeout. They're acting weird. Printing all of them away. Thank you. Thank you for the bit. I will cherish it. This bit is going... It's not going to go into the bit pile. It's going to be by itself. So, I don't know. And I don't know what mod was causing it. But the fast travel to Helgen, I haven't had a crash since. Collect the underwater gems. Okay. Yeah, I would love to save. Yay! Oh, one of the blocks didn't go away. I love modding Skyrim so much. Hey guys, it's hell down there! Are you telling me your hints for finding the button were unhelpful? At least it wasn't suggesting throwing more bombs. I don't know, that might have been... Anything was better than suggesting more bombs. Yeah, mod your Skyrim, it's awesome. Hey guys, it's hell down here. Could it be an animation that your friend of choice does when hiding from Alduiner? Maybe. I don't know. I thought it was like a loading issue, like the game couldn't load. Like, I don't know. That I had a mod that changed some stuff on the outside world and stuff like that. But but that goes to stand to reason that when it might be an animation associated with Hadvar / Ralof trying to hide from Alduin. I don't know. I wish that, like, because you could get a certain distance away and it wouldn't be a problem, right? And I haven't seen it crash since for any particular reason. I think I have an idea here. I also kind of want to play Hyrule Warriors, though, and watch a movie, so that might be fun. Maybe I'll watch a movie and play Hyrule Warriors while I do it, and then go play Skyrim. That's my guess, because there's other places where that animation plays. Yikes! So I gotta check and see. I gotta check and see if there's a chance that that animation... I have a lot of things that I want to do, which is bad. It's bad. Because I don't know. I have a couple days off. I want to play video games and have a good time doing it. Oh, this room has a little bit of a torrent. Oh, is that what the fishes are trying to show you? There's a big circle-y at the bottom. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. There's like a cyclone in that room. It's a toilet. That is the worst way to phrase that. Thank you, Cobalt. I was going to say something cool like a whirlpool or a maelstrom, but we can call it a toilet. We can call it a toilet. Don't hit me! Also, install Relics of Hyrule so you can Zelda while you Skyrim. You know what I saw on my YouTube feed? Let me see if I can find it again. YouTube feed. What is... So, there is an Ocarina of Time X Morrowind crossover mod that you can play as Link in Morrowind. And I saw this video that's Legend of Morrowind on real hardware. N64, posted by Gia. I've seen people doing videos of themselves playing on PC. And I thought I'd show how well this amazing Zelda hack runs on real hardware. It's Morrowind. On Nintendo 64 with Link That's crazy. People doing some crazy stuff. I think the randomizer item tracker refers to the room as the toilet as well. Oh, that sucks. What in the St. Geo? Yeah, they're playing it on actual hardware. Is that a Denalfos? I didn't know Denalfos were in this game. Hi, Denalfos. I didn't know Denalfos were in this game. That's kind of awesome. Zara, if it's your favorite item, we need to use bombs. Alright. Yeah, so somebody ROM hacked. I don't know how Legend of Morrowind works, but I'm glad it exists. And I think it's crazy that it can play on the original hardware. But I want to know how Gia managed to put it on a cartridge and then make it play. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just genuinely so impressed. I'm genuinely so impressed. And I love being impressed. I love being impressed a lot. Oh, my bad. Sorry, guys. You know, it uses the stats of Morrowind as you can miss your swings. Yeah. Yeah. It uses the dice roll system that Morrowind definitely should not have had. I'm gonna say it. Morrowind should not have had a dice roll system. It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense for a 3D game like that to have a dice roll system. I don't know. What do you guys feel about that? I want some opinions in chat. Is it sensical for a 3D... That didn't work at all. There are blank N64 cartridges. I liked it. Hard to get used to, but it's fun. Yeah, I'm not saying that Morrowind is bad for having it. I like Morrowind. But I'm wondering... So you're saying that the combat system was hard to get used to, but it was fun? It was worth getting used to? Yes. It was the first real 3D Elder Scrolls game. They were figuring things out. Yeah, and I mean, I don't fault them for that. But I do... did we get all the keys, kids? How many keys did we need to get? Did we manage to get all the keys? I just think that a 3D RPG has no place using a dice roll system for its hits. And frankly, Bethesda should have known that in 2000. When did Morrowind come out? When did Morrowind come out? Elder Scrolls Morrowind. I don't think Elder Scrolls Morrowind's getting a remaster. 2002. Yeah, in 2002, they honestly should have known that. Don't think there's much as a market for blank N64 cartridges as, say, GBA or even DS cartridges, but they definitely exist. That's fascinating. So how do you get a blank N64 cartridge? Do you take a living N64 cartridge and wipe it? Or can you make N64... Okay, let me see. Will Nintendo kill me for looking this up? How do you do that? These are brand new. How? How are you making them? How? How are you making them? How? How are you doing that? Yeah, this is how they must have done it. How much did this cost them to do? Holy bejesus, guys. If they went through this website, if they went through the website, not likely N64 hardware, don't make them money anymore. You can buy third-party ones, don't know how they make them though. Putting games on old hardware is really hard because you have to seriously limit the graphics. Morrowind was late 90s, I thought. It's 2002. It was original Xbox. Morrowind was the original on the original Xbox. Did you know that? Came out in 2002. It came out 6 years after the Elder Scrolls Daggerfall. It came out 6 years after the Elder Scrolls Daggerfall. And that's what I'm saying, is that in 2002, they should have known. They should have known. No, that's crazy. So, Gia, if going through the website I'm looking at, if Gia went through the website I'm looking at, dismiss that. It took around $100 to get that ROM hack on to original N64 hardware. It came out in 2002. Good for them. 6 years before it was legal. Was it Morrowind or Oblivion that resets itself in a loading screen? I don't know. That's a great question. Elder Scrolls barely functions. I know that Morrowind has a great modding community. And I love them a lot. They make... It frequently performed a hidden soft reboot of the console during long loading screens to manage memory, allowing it to reset and free up resources without the player noticing. This was a Hail Mary technique used to the console's limited 64 megabytes of RAM. That's funny. It completely rebooted your Xbox. 6 to 13 years, depending on the state. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Left is the true path. Okay, I believe you. I know you can't you get, like, soft lock here? Yeah, back when video games were neat. Now they're all lame and stupid, and there hasn't been a good one in years. I love video games. I love when people make good video games. More people should make video games. I love video games. Aw, purple oopie. We don't need that. Are we gonna have enough keys, guys? Are we gonna have enough keys? Do we need to go find more keys? I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I don't want to fail. I'm nervous. Kind of nervous. First date, kind of nervous. Red rupee, that's 20 rupees. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm really nervous, guys. Did we miss a key? Did we miss a key? There's a key hidden in this room as well. Oh, guys. Oh, beans. Oh, this makes me look like a real goober. Oh, beans. Did we soft lock it, guys? Oh, man. Oh, gosh. Oh, golly. Oh, by gosh, by golly. Blow up. First door in, look up. This is the second door in, isn't it? Is there a switch? Throw more bombs! I like how consistent you are. First door in, look up. No more. What was... Oh, beans. No, I saw it. I saw it. I swear I saw it. So if you choose wrong, I have to ask, if you choose wrong and you go right, do you just not get ice arrows? If you choose wrong and you go right, do you just not get ice arrows? Is that what happens? Are you locked out of the special treasure of the Gerudo's Playground forever? Spectacles of realness. Real lies, real lies, real lies. Real lies, real lies, lies. There are enough keys to unlock all the doors. Where are the other ones? Where are the other ones? Where are the other ones? I want to know where the other keys are. I want to know where the other keys are. I would like to know where the other keys are. Everybody. The soft lock is possible, but hard to do on accident. Probably why they didn't catch it. Probably why they didn't catch it. The soft lock is possible, but hard to do on accident. That's probably why they didn't end up catching it. I wanna know what love is, and I want you to show me. Huh. So you just don't get the other stuff? Okay. Lame. I wanted all the stuff. I wanted all the stuff. Does it just reset if you fail? I'm interested in the Gerudo training grounds. Somebody explain to me in explicit detail what the Gerudo training grounds is about. Oh, maybe it does. Does it reset if I go back in? Does it reset if I go back in? Timer silver block room? Timer silver block room? Timer silver block? There's a second chest in the entrance. That's probably what Pierre's freaking out about. Oh, no, it's just right here. Oh, wait, no, it's not. There is a secret chest here. How do you get it to happen? This song does a lot of random stuff, so let's see if it does something here. I mean, we don't have to 100% the Gerudo's training ground. I just kind of wanted to see what it could do. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Show me something real. Show me something real, kids. I want to know what she's freaking out about. Let's try bomb. Right path to the locked door just leads to the boiling blood silver rupee room. Well, bomb didn't do nothing. Bomb didn't do nothing. Bomb is the most useless item in the game, I think. Oh, Sun Song. I hadn't even considered. I hadn't even considered Sun Songs. Let's try Song of Storms first. I guess all the songs do stuff, don't they? Oh, Song of Storms is the one that works. How? Oh! It's a little guy! Come here! Touch me! I want to... Touching me! Touching you! The very cool, very unique effect of ice arrows is that they make enemies cold! And if enemies are cold, they can't do things right. I'm bored of this place. I don't want to be here anymore. Bye, everybody. I'm leaving this place. I'm bored of this place. It bores me, Bront. It bores me. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We should freeze more of those spiky slidey things because they suck. They suck. They're the worst. They look super freaking cool. Let's try one. Well, it didn't work. Sag, it was the worst arrow in the world. I need a sippy. I need to take a sippy. I like the way B freaks out when I take a sippy. Alright, kids. Let's go get some pose. Who's feeling big pose? Let's finish off on big pose, and then we'll be back tomorrow to actually do the spirit temple. How about that? I think that's a great idea. Everybody nod along in chat, please. Otherwise, my ego will crash. I'm gonna use this Microsoft Word map. I found a Microsoft Word map. You sleep tonight? Good night, Seraph. I hope you had fun. Thank you for sitting in. I'll be back tomorrow for more Spirit Temple if you want to watch. I'm going to try to do it a little bit earlier than I did tonight. I'm going to shoot for 10:30. I'm going to nod to bed to yourself. Okay, good night, Cobalt. Thank you for coming in. Got to put the air in the freezer that wasn't cold enough? Yeah, we can put it in the freezer alongside all my soda that I like to watch blow up. 10:30! Dang it. Cosplaying the British Museum in Skyrim is fun. I love Legacy of the Dragonborn and Artifacts of Skyrim. Those are great mods. What time zone again? Central. Central time. Central time is what we're gonna shoot for 10:30. So 10:30 tomorrow night, my friends. We're going to do the Spirit Temple. I would love to see you there, but no obligation, of course, if you cannot make it. All right. Good night to those who are going to bed. I hope you had fun at your birthday party, Cobalt. I hope you had fun at your birthday party, Cobalt. Thank you for coming in to watch. We gotta do more birthday parties. That was a lot of fun. I love hosting birthday parties. Our biggest foe has been captured. I need a quick sip of milk to Tupperware me up and get me ready for the day. Catch. I would love to catch Poe the Ghost. Poe the Ghost. So for a farewell piece of copper to keep Ian in his ear. Mega Angie. May he forever be upset. May he forever be upset. Alright, what do we got? Oh, there's 2 near Gerudo Valley. According to this map, there is 2 near Gerudo Valley. I once saw obligation spelled habligation? Holy bejesus. That's awesome. What is that called? Like bone apple teeth? Is that what that's called? Where people, like, just completely misspell it based off of just the sound alone? God. We need some god-dang education in this country. There is another one. I had not expected that. I didn't know there was 2 Big Poe back here. 2 Big Poe. Ah. Okay, try again. Don't worry, kids. We'll get it. We get it. Don't worry. We'll get it. We'll get it. What Bush summoned him? What? What number was Bush? George W. Bush? What number of president was he? Number 40? George W.? When was George W. Bush president of the United States of America? Yay! We got another one. I want that off my... so I don't accidentally drink him. That'd be bad. Yes! Unless you can't drink big Poes. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if you can drink the biggest of Poes. I don't remember which Poes we've caught, even. So, that's going to be fun, too. That's going to be fun, too. That's going to be fun, too. And no, I can't get rid of my bugs. I cannot get rid of my bugs. It's a sentimental thing. We've had that same group of bugs since, I think since the Great Deku Tree. So I can't get rid of those bugs. Sorry, guys. All presidents from before I was born simultaneously are born. The president from 5 years ago and the president from 200 years ago. Are you saying that President George W. Bush was president before you were born? I think my heart just stopped. What a horrible thing for you to have said. Do we have anybody in chat who was alive when Bill Clinton was president? Do we have anybody in chat who was alive when Bill Clinton was president? Oh, you brought a Poe today. Very interesting. This is a big Poe. I'll buy it for 50 rupees. Hi, Nikki. Yes, you may ask a question. You may ask a question. What is your question? We're selling big Poes. We're experiencing ghost trafficking. We are trafficking in ghosts today. We sell the souls of the dead to men who want them. Ethically, this might raise a couple concerns. Oh, you were alive during Bill Clinton's run? Was that fun? Do you remember that fondly? He's got a kind of a crude drawing of the Triforce next to his bed. What does that mean? What does that mean, Miyazaki? What is the deepest lore here for Dark Souls 2? That the man has a picture of the Triforce next to his bed. What does that mean, Miyazaki? Okay, I really wish that I had marked what Poes I've gotten before. Let's check the one next to, over here. I was not alive. Or, I guess I would have been alive at the very tail end of Bill W. Clinton. I was watching Animaniacs and puzzling how fast Speed Racer run every race. During that phase of my life, Bill Clinton was a nobody to you. Bill Clinton was a nobody to you. Nothing he did ever mattered. That's awesome, though. Animaniacs. I did not grow up watching Animaniacs or Pinky and the Brain or anything like that. It was not the one that I watched. He played the saxophone. That is a cool talent for the President of the United States to have. I don't know. Okay, so let's go through a talent show. If the President of the United States was picked similar to Miss Universe, right? I feel, first of all, it would be way more fun. Especially the swimsuit competition portion. But also, what talents do you think would be best for becoming President of the United States of America? What would the judges be looking for, talent-wise, from the President of the United States of America? I'm interested. I really feel like baton twirling would be like a sleeper hit. Maybe we didn't get the one next to Kakariko. Kakariko Village. How are we feeling about baton twirling for president? I feel like... How long can you hold a handstand? Cheerleading and flaming baton twirling. Yes, see, these are real talents that the president of the most powerful military in human history must have. Must have to be able to baton twirl and cheerlead. Otherwise, we don't want him. We don't want him. Get that guy out of here. Not a good candidate. Not a good candidate without those abilities. Found it. But it immediately disappeared. Personally, I would really like a president who could play the piano really good. That would warm my cockles, I think. I'd like a president who could play piano good. There was probably a president who could. Actually, that's an interesting question. Was there ever a president who could play the piano well? Why is the evil man not appearing? Does he appear underneath the bridge? Burping the Bible. He'd get the youth and the Christian vote. That's really smart. That's a good nomination. Have you ever considered being a campaign manager? Why is this Big Poe not appearing? Oh, is he up top? How do you get him to appear without immediately disappearing? How do you get this guy to come? Don't answer that question. I feel like those are two very important votes. The youth and the Christian vote. That's got to be like 16% of all votes ever. Okay, how about what? How do you get this guy to stay in one place? Okay, I'm ready. My eyes are open. My heart is open. And my ears are listening. So I'm ready for whatever you're going to lay on me. I'm ready for whatever you're going to lay on me. How do I get him to stay in one place? Who is this man? Getting 50-20 mode in Ultimate Custom Night? Ultimate Custom Night? What is that? What is that? What is Ultimate Custom Night? Is that really impressive? I think that he should get to the big guy and fighting EX layer. That would really impress me. Yay! We caught a big Poe and we put it in a bottle. #1 talent. How many front flips in a row? Above 5 and you automatically get the job. What if 2 presidential candidates do 5? What if 2 separate presidential candidates get 5? What are we supposed to do then? If 2 separate presidential candidates get 5 front flips in a row, what do we do then? FNAF with all the animatronics at max difficulty? I would love to see a presidential candidate unironically play FNAF. I would really like to see a presidential candidate unironically. Not for the youth vote, not to be cool, not anything like that. Just like unironically going, hi, my name is so-and-so, and I'm running for US president. Why don't we sit down and instead of talking about policy, world issues, my opponent, we just have a good old time playing Five Nights at Freddy's 2 sister location. Like, wouldn't that be awesome? It was 40-20 mode. Like a long jump, but infinitely cooler. It sounds like you're just trying to get a presidential candidate to break their neck. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like you're trying to get a presidential candidate to just break their neck. There were only 40. There's only 40 animatronics. What's your favorite animatronic, Nikki? What's the animatronic that makes you feel the best? What's your favorite animatronic? That's my question to you. Mr. Hippo, that's not a real one. I refuse to believe that one's real. That's not real. You made that one up. Why are you making up animatronics? That one's not real. Maybe not. Who knows? It serves on the wear and tear and the guillotine, that's for sure. The United States could never guillotine a president. It just wouldn't happen. The people don't have the right temperament for it. The people do not have the right temperament for it. Can't happen. Sorry. I bet the United States politics would be way more fun if that was a threat that was hanging over everybody's head. Oh man, welcome to the reign of terror, kids. Robespierre. I do like everybody was watching the French Revolution happen, right? And everybody was like, yes, woohoo, finally, the fall of a monarchy. The people will be free. It is the Enlightenment. Yes, it is. He's a joke animatronic that gets easy to outwit, but if he gets you, he tells you a 5-minute story not skippable. I feel like you're making it up. Who sells arrows? Who sells arrows? Is there a general store? Yeah. You sell arrows. I want some. Not skippable. That's awesome, though. He has like 6 stories he tells at random. At least you don't get, like, caught. Hearing the same story over and over and over again. It could actually be fun trying to get every single story, maybe. It might be fun getting every single story. That sounds fun, though. That sounds really silly. That sounds really silly. It's Nabarus. That sounded random. It was just my brain interjecting. On my orbiter in Warframe, I put up a decoration that if you interact with it, then Grandma from the planet Deimos tells you a story about Nabarus, which is Warframe's Halloween event, right? But the problem is that I put it right next to the Nightwave radio, which is, you know, Warframe's free battle pass system. So every single time I try to interact with the Nightwave radio, I get Nabarus. I have to listen to Grandma's Nabarus story. It is not unskippable, luckily, but it does mean that every single time I interact with the free battle pass system, I will interact with Grandma at least once. New speedrun, all hippo stories. That is a good oh, what do you guys think? Should we try all hippo percent? All hippo percent? I've never played FNAF before. My first ever FNAF playthrough would be all hippo percent. I'm gonna look up Mr. Hippo. Mr. Hippo. Mr. Hippo. Okay, okay. You know, the problem is that when I looked up Mr. Hippo, the first picture that came up was an elephant. And I did not know whether or not that was a joke. If Mr. Hippo being an elephant was supposed to be funny. Joe Gaudet. Joe Godet? Joe got it? Joe Godet? He voiced the Terminator in Death Battle. He was in Harvest Moon as the grocery boy. He was in Ferocious as a guard. He was in Gorn 2 as Flesh Boss, Blood Boss, and Bone Boss. He was in Escaping Wonderland as the Dodo, the Receptionist Cultist, and the Imposter King. He was in Space Pups as Captain Ace Bedlock. He was in Empire of Sin as George Moran. He was in Five Nights at Freddy as Bonnie the Rabbit. He was in Ultimate Custom Night as Mr. Hippo. He was in Fruit Ninja as the narrator. He was in Nightbirds as a police officer. Look at that. Yeah, that's my first ever FNAF playthrough. We're gonna do Mr. Hippo percent. Would you like to look at my ghost? Fruit Ninja has a narrator. He was the narrator for the TV show, I should clarify. He was the narrator for the TV show. I'll buy it for 50 rupees. On top of that, I'll put 100 points on your card. You'll be a happy man. It has a TV show? Yay! We're getting so many rupees that we do not need. We do not need. We do not need. Chat, we do not need it. Chat, do you feel that? It is rupees we don't need. Oh, man, I'm starting to get a little bit of a headache. So, after Big Pose, we will be calling it tonight. I want everybody to know that. But I am having fun. Don't worry. I am just getting a little bit of a headache. I have been, I don't know, maybe I just need to catch up on sleep. I don't know if I have a little bit of sleep debt build up or something like that, but I slept so much today. And the second that I woke up and started walking around and I made food and then I was like, I kind of just want to go to bed. My friend, you have met a terrible, terrible demise. But, you know, I don't feel too bad about it. After all, if you weren't from me, it would have been just from someone else, you know? I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, life goes on. Well, goes on for everyone else. Life goes on, not for you. You're dead. Was that close? Or does the other guy deliver it in a completely different way? But he sounds entertaining. He sounds entertaining. See, I haven't played FNAF. FNAF was not my thing. I didn't, like, I'm pretty sure it was kind of big when I was around the age that it was, I don't know. It felt young for youngers, for youngins when, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who FNAF was originally marketed to. I straight up don't know who FNAF was originally marketed to. I don't know who was trying to buy it, who wanted it. I don't know. I don't know. I know nothing about it. Okay, so there should be one near... I don't blame you, and I'd give it a 7 out of 10. He does it with a bit more whimsy. He does it with a bit more whimsy. He's a whimsical individual. It was a cold read. It was a cold read. Give me another chance at the script, boss. It was a cold read. What's my motivation in this scene? What's the character like? Give me another chance. Did we kill this Poe? Or what? Which Poe did we end up moidoing? There's supposed to be 2 down here. It was never a FNAF girly, just not a big fan of mascot horror all that much. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. When I play horror games, it's almost always zombie media. Dead Space. I just didn't play a lot of... Oh, there he is. Yeah. I like horror games. I like horror. But it has to be horror, like action horror. It has to be games where I am not helpless. I cannot play horror games where I'm helpless. I just can't do it. My countenance can't take it. I might be able to do it for a stream just because I'm not alone. I might be able to do Outlast for a stream or something like that. But alone, I cannot handle it. I cannot handle it. I get real scared, baby. I get really scared. But, I don't know. I haven't played a lot of horror games, but I consume a lot of horror content. So, like, I really like watching streamers play horror games. I really like video essays about horror games, but it was never my... Did you know FNAF was made because the guy who originally made a fun kids game that featured animatronics, people were like, the animatronics are too scary for kids. Oh, so he was trying to do, like, this is a fun kids game. And everybody's like, those things are freaking terrifying. Those things are so scary. So he's like, huh. I guess I should make it scary. I mean, if it works. If it works. You gotta do with what you got, right? And if you got scary, make scary. Yes. Okay, I think we're at 900 points, everyone. Look at that. We're at 900 points. We have one big Poe left. And I don't necessarily know where it is. I don't necessarily know where it is. Let's go! Let's look. Let me see where what it says on the map. Okay. So if we follow this road down here, I think is where it's going to end up being. One moment that I have one more. You have one more Mr. Hippo line that took a dig at MatPat. What? Why is MatPat catching strays? What did Mr. Hippo have beef with MatPat for? What did Mr. Hippo have beef with MatPat for? Me, mommy. There it is. Yes, that's our last big Poe. That's our last big Poe. Yes, I caught Poe. There he goes. Bow tie? It took a shot at MatPat because he wears a bow tie? Is that what you're implying in Thafin? Bottle! I couldn't read it. I thought you were saying bow tie, but you're saying bottle. Bottle. Orville, I have a story. And he said to me, what's the significance of the story? And I said to him, Orville, not every story has to have significance, you know. Sometimes, sometimes a story's just a story. You try to read into every little thing and find meaning in everything anyone says. You'll just drive yourself crazy. Had a friend do it once. Wasn't pretty. We talked about it for years. And then not only that, but you'll likely end up believing something you shouldn't believe, thinking something you shouldn't think, or assuming something you shouldn't assume. You know? Sometimes, I said, a story is just a story. So, just be quiet for 1 second of your life and eat your sandwich, okay? Eat your sandwich, okay? Yeah, that's kind of like, Tolkien going, there is no allegory in my stories. You know what I mean? Where the author is like, that was not intended. But death of the author. Death of the author. I want to ask chat. Any writers in chat, how many of you take author intention into account? If the interpretation of the story takes author intention into account, is that more important than what, like, a majority of people feel from it? Or even just a single individual's takeaway from the story? Is MatPat's too deep analysis of a children's game just as valid as the creator saying, no, it doesn't work like that? Or does it work like that, even if the creator hadn't intended it to? Wait a minute. Wow. You have earned 1,000 points. Young man, you are a genuine ghost hunter. Is that what you expected me to say? Because of you, I have extra inventory of big Poes. So this will be the last time I can buy a ghost. You're thinking about what I promised would happen when you earned 1,000 points. Don't worry, I didn't forget. Just take this. Bottle! You got an empty bottle. After you put something in bottle, set it to C when you want to use the item inside. Thank you, sir. Hey, young man, what's happening today? If you have a Poe, I will buy it. Your card now has 1,000 points. Come back again. Yes and no. Very diplomatic answer, Nikki. Very diplomatic answer. Yes and no. What do you mean by yes and no? I do love the C.S. Lewis route of, if even one person doesn't realize the lion is an allegory for the literal Jesus Christ, I will explode. Yeah, that's one of the funniest things where it's like, authors who are like, this is what it is. This is the intention. This is the lore. If you do it any other way, you are wrong. And then other authors who are like, huh, I never really thought of it that way. That's a fascinating, that is a fascinating take on my writing, and I really like it. Thank you for sharing that with me. Tom Bombadil. Okay, I feel like you're going somewhere with this. Exhibit A, Tom Bombadil. Okay, so I'm looking at the exhibit. I'm holding the exhibit. What? Oh, look at this, guys. Oh, wow. Wow-wee. Wow-wee. Look at this, guys. Look at what we got here. Yep, we only have one more dungeon. One more dungeon. Please do not the exhibit. I'm not doing anything to the exhibit. I'm just looking at it respectfully. I am looking at it respectfully. Am I allowed to look at the exhibit respectfully? Golly, you guys are Puritans. You guys are Puritans. Warp to the Desert Colossus? Okay! I would love to warp to the Desert Colossus. Please and thank you. Whew. I'm not gonna do the Desert Colossus. He was a Tolkien character that had no purpose whatsoever. He would have been cut for the... and nothing would have been lost. I think he does have a purpose. I actually think he does have a purpose. Like, he's supposed to show, power that rejects power. He's supposed to show what makes you truly happy in life. He was supposedly more powerful than Sauron. He could have absolutely used the ring to rule the world, and he had no desire for it. Because he had his farm, he had his trowel, and he had his wife. It's Tolkien's way to show that power does not make you happy. Puritan, more like pure of tan, am I right? And on that note, we're gonna log off, everybody. Inthafen officially soured the vibe. I'm joking. Yeah, no, I think Tom Bombadil is a misunderstood character because it's a really boring segment. But that boring segment is to be kind of like, look at what this man could do and look at what he rejects, right? Because he has everything he needs. And everything you need is not everything you could have. That was basically the story going on there. Barrow wraiths. Like they don't need to exist? Oh, they're cool. I thought you were trying to make a point that they didn't need to exist. Okay, for realsies, guys, I gotta go. Thank you so much for coming in to watch. I always love when you do. It's great to stream. I always waffle on it before I come on because I'm like, oh, I'm tired and no one's gonna come in to watch. And then I just have such a good time anyways. And it's because of you guys. So thank you so much for coming in to watch. I hope you have a wonderful night. Tomorrow, 10:30, I will try to hold myself to that. If I don't, you can flagellate me in the Discord. You have yourself a wonderful night. Let me save one last time. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.